Well, you know what the police are doing over in the UK is celebrating, falling on their knees and thanking the Lord, because there is a record number of Christians in the UK today. Believe it or not, asylum seekers are being baptised in migrant hostel bathtubs. I say because they've seen the light and found the Lord.
Hey, good
but
luck.
Cynics say that perhaps they are doing this because they think it will increase their chances of getting asylum. So they've undergone baptism in taxpayer-funded accommodation. There are concerns that Muslim migrants are only going through the process to gain asylum. This is at Care Links Ministries, a registered charity linked to the minority Christadelphian sect. So suddenly they're persecuted Christians in a Muslim community. So we can't go back there because it is not safe. How cynical can you get?
I mean, honestly, wouldn't believe it for a minute.
These people have a spiritual epiphany upon arriving in the UK, finding out the police have stopped investigating non-crimes and thinking, oh my God, it's a miracle, I'm going to go get baptised as a Christian. And then you have the cynical conservative press saying you're just doing this to get asylum.
No, there's no way that would happen, is there? You know what? Part of me says good on these illegal migrants for doing it, because if the UK is that bloody stupid that it will let you get away with it, then you may as well try it on. Like, if you open up a hole that's so big you could drive a semi-trailer through it, people are going to drive semi-trailers through it. What do you think is going to happen? There was a woman earlier this year from Nigeria, and she'd been trying to apply for asylum in the UK since 2011. She'd applied 8 times and was denied every time, until eventually she joined a terror group in Nigeria, which was called, if you bear with me for a second, the Indigenous People of Biafra, and then applied again and said, well, if I go back to Nigeria, I'll be hung, drawn and quartered because I'm part of this terror group. And they said, no worries, you can now stay in the UK. There was another guy, I'm sure you remember the case, we talked about it here quite a few times, who is an Algerian fella, and they said he could stay in the UK because it would be against his human rights to deport him because his son didn't like the taste of foreign chicken nuggets. There was another guy...
He's only human.
I know. Another guy, a Pakistani rapist, who'd been locked up in the UK, and when they went to deport him, he said, no, but I've got kids in the UK. It won't be fair to them if you send me back to Pakistan. And they said, oh, good fella, that'd be bad for your kids, Mr. Rapist. You better stay here. So why would you not, as an illegal migrant, go to the UK and say, yep, I'm now part of a Christian sect that would get me persecuted if I went back home? The precedent has been set.
Yeah, and this is the growing trend. And you should not, if you have already arrived in the UK illegally, you should not then be able to convert religions and then claim that as the basis for your asylum seeker application. Because that means when you entered the UK illegally, you had absolutely no right to be there. It's only upon entering that you've changed it to take advantage of the system.
That was my question, because are they actually saying that they are now baptised so they can't go back, or are they pretending they were part of the church all along and they're just retro-baptising them?
No, they're saying that now they're in the UK, now they've become Christian, and so now they can't go back.